Hey guys, what did we just do?
We planted a tree.
We planted a tree.
And I have a grub.
And you have a grub.
He's so cute and he's a baby.
Yep. We just planted a starking delicious dwarf supreme pear tree. These types of trees are a couple years old, and it was shipped as a bare root tree, so we just planted it. We have a mature pear tree right over there, so we thought we'd plant them near each other so they can help pollinate. And it's pretty exciting. It's actually Arbor Day, which I didn't realize when we planned to plant trees this morning. We're going to plant 2 more apple trees right over here. And our other mature apple trees, there's some across from here at the garden space, and there's another one right here. So we are expanding our orchard with some young trees because the other trees that are here are decades old, and we don't know exactly how long they'll last. So pretty nice to have a brand new pear tree planted. When planting bare root fruit trees, it's a good idea to soak their roots in water for at least 45 minutes, if not a couple of hours before you plant them. And that just helps keep the roots soft and to stop them from being shocked so badly when you put them into the drier soil. So here we have our trees we haven't planted yet soaking in a bucket of water. So here's another bare root tree that we are getting ready to plant. We've dug a hole. It's about 2 feet in diameter and just about 2 feet deep. And it's important to have the union of where the tree was grafted. So these are dwarf trees, which means they're a little bit smaller and they'll be easier to harvest the fruit from. And whenever you have a dwarf or semi-dwarf tree, the orchard will have grafted that apple tree or the pear tree or whatever onto an inferior rootstock, and that just keeps them from getting too big. So it's really important to leave this grafted part above the ground, because if you put it under the ground, then you might get something growing from that rootstock that is not the fruit tree that you want to grow. So we've got our bare root tree, we've got the 2-foot hole. We're gonna put the tree union above the surface of the ground and just gently fill in the soil around our bare root fruit tree. So we filled our hole with soil, making sure that we kept that graft union above the surface of the soil. We actually had a stick marking where the soil level was, so that as we filled, we could make sure that we were keeping it above. And now we're just going to gently tamp the soil down around the tree. So after you've gently tamped down on the soil around the tree, thanks for helping, Big Helper, you can use some of the sod that you pulled off the tree to create a little berm, so that when you water the tree, the water won't just run downhill. So that's another good way to keep your tree moist. Okay, when you've got your tree planted and you've tamped in the dirt a little bit, make sure that you don't leave the label on the tree. If you do, it could cause problems as the tree grows and expands. And you also need sure that to water it well. It's recommended to water trees once every 10 days or so, either watering them or making sure they've had rain, but they need to have moisture when they're young. So I hope you enjoyed planting trees with us. Happy Arbor Day.